Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, a little bit later than usual, but we had some technical difficulties, but everything is good now. But welcoming you to this week's episode recap, where we ask the tough question: hey, do you like hats? And if you do, you definitely came to the right place. What's going on, everybody on Instagram? What's going on, everybody on Twitch? We got some special guests today. But most importantly, if you're not able to catch the show live, you can always catch us on YouTube at Hat-Club. Be sure to subscribe to us, which is a fancy word for follow, and give us a like if you like what you see. At the moment, the Toronto Maple Leafs are losing, which is very unfortunate. They're down 1-0 to the Florida Panthers. So that sucks. So I'll be stressed throughout the entirety of this episode. Yeah, exactly, Master Cap. You are correct. And a recap without technical difficulties. But China SFC, VT Kevin R, Base Drew, S-Man OC, Sub Diego 619, Peyton Spen, Yodi Fitted, Obi 1BMF. What is going on, Asher Basher? Best of AZ saying go Pacers indeed. Hell of a fucking win last night. My name is Eric. What is going on? Leo V713, Big Show 215. You are very welcome, man. I owed you an invoice, and I'm glad you were able to get some good Phillies hats out of that. Warrior X408, PUMCV, Kicks in EDC. What's going on? Croats 10, Ziga Man 1. Ayo. I already said Asher Basher, Rashad Kicks, and Polo Gary. What's going on? Jam 1620. There he is. Mace Wrights, Logan Herrera with 1325. Been a while. Good to see you back in here. M Don 27 as well. Jacob Fitteds, Flashfire, Elijah Fluellen. Always a pleasure. Jay Schmott. Man, there's a lot of people in here. Odoiro, Wilder Fitteds, Steven Seavright from the South Side. Anyway, I feel like I've gotten through everybody. Everyone in Instagram, what's going on? I can't do this show alone, of course, so I got to bring in my wingman, Tafuri Taylor. What is up?
What's going on, Ben? How you doing? What's going on, Chad? How's everybody feeling? Everybody good?
I'm good, man. A little stressed about the hockey game right now, but, hey, still got a lot of time left.
I feel like the Maple Leafs might be able to pull something out of there, Ben. I feel like they might.
Fucking better.
Yeah, listen, but it's a great show tonight, man. If you guys like hats, that you've come to the right place. We have a jam-packed show of great things to show you guys. I'm the drama today. I'm the reason we had technical difficulties. Laptop just decided to say, "Hey, kick the bucket today." So we are trapping off of the good old iPhone 15 Pro Max. So hopefully you guys can see me. I'm not lagging or anything else like
Oh, you
that.
look
But I'm
good. You
really
sound good, man.
awesome. So I'm really excited to talk hats tonight, do everything. Tefanato, what's up, Leo? What's up? My name is Eric. What's up, Asher? Logan, yeah, we might get into that later on today if we got some time. Jacob Fitteds, what's going on? Um, Vibe kind of sounds like he's taking my order. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully that's not a consequence of it's not a consequence of my signal, or more so on your end, buddy. But hopefully though. But shouts out to everybody that's came through tonight. Obviously, it's not a dynamic duo. We got to bring in our third musketeer. Got to bring in our guy Austin.
Boom. There he is.
What up, fellas?
What
What
up?
up? What up? What up?
How's everybody doing? I was laughing hysterically off to the side to, I think it was Big Show's new nickname for Tef. I don't know, Tef, if you saw it.
Oh no, I didn't see it. Let me see.
Better that
Nah,
you
I
didn't.
must.
Better that you didn't. So he took.
Yeah.
Remember last week where he came up with T Diddy, and we were like, "Don't ever do
Yeah.
that again." he
Mhm.
just abbreviated it to Titty. So,
Oh, yeah, well, definitely not going by that one. No titty tap over here. That's not
Goes
gonna work out.
Philadelphia, guys. Nothing but
yeah,
trouble.
you've
Yeah,
gotten a
it's
lot
all
of
good.
good nicknames out of this show, so it's good to
Yeah,
throw some
yeah,
bad ones in there too.
definitely a few, names that would have made the short list. Unfortunately, Titty Theft just seems very politically inappropriate, and
yeah,
I'm sure, I'm
yeah,
sure
not
just the wrong
PC,
time to do it. Are we in Women's History Month? So it's kind of just like,
right? Come on
let's,
now.
yeah,
What's up,
exactly.
everybody? What's up, chat? We got Best of AZ in the house. We got JM1620, Flashfire. What's up, boys?
Mhm,
Leov 713. Good to see you. Jacob Fitteds. Good to see you as well.
mhm.
But this is a hat show after all.
It is.
This is.
So, Ben, I think we have a little something to show the people, right?
Sight
Yeah.
Light
sleepers.
sleepers. So let's
Yeah.
give this a share, and we have a plethora of site sleepers
Mm.
Plethora, huh?
uh,
That's a good
today.
word right
So
there. Shouts out Merriam-Webster.
Yeah, shout out to Miriam. So we had a really, really solid pack drop today. The Stone two-tones that are plain Janes. I won't go through every single one individually. I'll just kind of show off the two different colors and then read off the teams. But we showed this off last week. Again, all plain Janes, good grays on the Stone, and what was the official colorway that we were calling this this top? Everest green visor.
Green, yes.
Yes. So beautiful looking crown, everyday wear. Ain't a damn thing wrong with it, as I like to say. So these all had that Everest green metallic threading on the front, and then also metallic light blue on the outside there. On some of them, not all of them, but the majority of them. But again, that stone crown, it's looking a little khaki in this picture, but it's definitely stone.
It is.
And then that Everest green top visor and top button, black gutter, white interior taping. So rare combo there. And then the good gray underneath. So
I like
very,
this one.
very clean looking hats. Oh,
I gotta chime in on something real quick. Because
yes,
I
sir.
see Sir Clappy and I saw somebody else on Instagram make the same comment in regard to A-frames. And it's just like, dude, we dropped a shitload of A-frames last week. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, Sir Clappy with can A-frames get some love? Well, I'll show off some A-frames here for everybody too. So
Can they get some love? He said.
yeah, so like we get surprised by the statistic that we have every single week on our sales reports that the A-frame just keeps climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing, and it's quite a shocking number nowadays.
Yes.
So there's more of you in here than probably not that are supporters of the A-frame. All right. So another one that I wanted to show off, because I think this one's a sick looking one, is the Arizona Diamondbacks here. So I think this was a beautiful execution of this colorway for us. And look at that, folks. It's good looking D-backs hat. And I had to show the D-backs some love today because they got mollywopped, as Ben would say, by my New York Metropolitans. 7-1. Okay, so that's the colorway number one. Comes in Astros, LA, New York Yankees, Arizona Diamondbacks, Atlanta Braves, San Francisco Giants. Colorway number two is still a stone crown. But has a navy top visor and top button here and white threading on the front. So again, good gray with that white interior taping, but then the black gutter, Hat Club interior label on those. Very, very solid looking crown. Ain't a damn thing wrong with them. Like I said, a nice everyday wear.
Stone Navy, good color combo.
Then obviously the team that was better than the D-backs today, the New York Metropolitans. This is obviously the best one in the pack, so go scoop it.
Oh, those pesky Metropolitans.
We also had earlier this week a massive amount, and then people call them for A-frames. You had plenty to choose from the mascot pack. So NHL mascot pack dropped earlier this week. Yesterday, I believe, was the day. But good mix of teams here. We had the Anaheim Ducks. We had the Detroit Red Wings, which I think is halfway cooked. Yep. We had Gritty make an appearance. Thought Gritty was going to sell out.
I thought Gritty was too.
So very shocked by that. The Blackhawks, which Ben didn't realize that this was indeed a Black Hawk.
You know, I get one moment of stupidity a month, and I'm
never going to let you live it down. And then we have San Jose Sharks, which makes this which number, Ben, for this season?
Oh my God. I think we're at 39 right now. And I know for a fact that Great Mall just got 4 more styles in. And I have to figure out when they drop.
John post today some more styles and tagging Great Mall as well.
By the way, hold on. Sorry to interrupt. The San Jose Sharks got hosed, absolutely hosed on the #1 pick for the NHL draft because they decided to do a lottery system this year that favored the New York Islanders. So, Justin, blow me.
Well, there goes our terms of services with Twitch. We just got flagged. So up next we have the New Jersey Devils, a very French looking mascot they have. Oui, monsieur. And Then we have.
Wait, Tef, have you been in the shadow realm like the entire time?
That's cool.
I didn't do that. That'd be an Austin move right there.
No, it was not.
It
So
was-
we had the LA Kings, the Washington Capitals, the Colorado Avalanche, the Toronto Maple Leafs, who Ben is probably got a second screen up right now watching the game.
I do. They tied it up, baby. Woo!
There we go. Seattle Kraken, Calgary Flames, which I also saw a cool. I believe I saw a cool Calgary Flames hat posted by one of our designers the other day.
I think they're coming out in June.
Minnesota Wild, the Columbus Blue Jackets, and then what did we find out that this was? Some sort of lizard?
Yeah, it's like a Gila monster.
Gila monster, yes. Gila monster.
Yeah, so we all had our guesses at the Vegas Golden Knights mascot last week, and we all failed miserably. And then, like I said, there's a good mix of A-frames here for those searching for an A-frame. I would highly suggest this Anaheim Ducks or the Screaming Eagle on the side of this one. So I like this. I like this Washington Capitals. I think we need a soundboard of just Ben sounds. So Washington Capitals here with the Screaming Eagle on the side. Definitely a very loved logo in the DMV. So.
Birds of War, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that prediction we put in last week, Austin, did any of the mascot A-frames, did any of those sell out?
It's looking like it because we were supposed to have 17 of them, right?
I found out what happened with that. So there was only 10. So the 10 they sent me was correct.
Okay.
So in the calendar on our board, all the A-frame white domes, for whatever reason, were also listed in there as well, which had obviously already dropped on the website.
Right.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. All right. So that's why. So I guess nothing from the A-frame side sold out, but I can't really get a judge without looking in the numbers to what's close to selling out. I would imagine the Gritty's probably close to selling out, but yeah, big news today. Utah Mammoths. Yes. They're active. They're active. So I think it's a cool looking logo. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see it.
I did.
I'm pretty stoked by it. I would love to bring back the Lightning Pack Zach and remake it as a Utah Mammoth. I think that would be sick. So
I feel like that would be fire. I mean, so then you've answered a question for me, Austin. I was wondering if we were, since you said we probably weren't going to see another iteration of the Master Pack, Lightning Pack still could possibly be. We might see
there might be some things that are in the not so distant future that have been cooked up and ready to release. Maybe a second iteration of a couple of legends. I
like it.
Yeah. So that's all I'm going to say on the matter. We got a couple months until that happens, but there was a Met Gala meme that was posted that was very appropriate to said collection. Well, not even collection. It's only 2 pieces. So, go ahead.
No, I was going to say it was a zero. It was a zero-esque meme. Yes,
exactly. So, and then one of my favorites from the past week, I definitely want to give this a shout out because I'm calling this a cracked out Raph. So if you're a fan of Ninja Turtles, this one's for you. So the Hillside Goods Chinook hat, very cool. I like it a lot. Fun hat there. And then we had the return of the Upside Down LA. The return of the Korea flag patch LA,
oh yeah,
a good San Francisco Giants at pretty regular restocks, and I think we've brought back this D-backs hat a number of times, but very much a very clean, consistent hat for Hat Club. Good design there. So, yeah. And that, folks, I don't know if Ben's mic is still working.
Oh my god! Is it working?
Still working.
It is.
That was Sight Sleeper. All right, I gotta obviously unplug and plug back in my camera. I don't know why it shit the bed, but 1 sec.
Yeah, shouts out to Big. I do agree with that. It does. It's either a cracked out Raph or a methed out snapping turtle.
Either or, and snapping turtles are pretty methed out as is. So
yeah, it's like
they're probably I think I saw one like snap a broom in half once, and I was just like, oh wow. So
Yeah.
see those
I've
things alone.
Yeah, like the bite, like what is it called? The bite force on those things, I guess,
Bite
is
force.
pretty
Yeah,
fucking insane.
like apparently like they can cut through, it can sever like a human finger in one bite.
Yep.
Yeah.
F
Mhm.
that.
So,
Have
yeah.
you seen that one video of the Cybertruck dude that closes a hot dog or tries to close a hot dog in the Cybertruck and then it doesn't close, but then he puts his finger in and it closes on his finger? That's
Oh
like
my-
the same type of person that would try and test out a snapping turtle's jaw
100%.
Yeah.
strength.
Oh wow, Leo with the Nat Geo fact. Pounds per square inch is like 1100, which is pretty
Damn.
impressive for an animal that I think the
Damn.
adult ones can get up to be like 100 or so pounds, or like a little bit over that. So yeah,
I will
and
say the important thing about that 1,100 pounds per square inch of you getting your finger bitten off, it would be clean. It wouldn't be like all mangled. It would just be gone.
Yeah.
yeah, which
Yeah,
is
exactly.
crazy. And also Flashfire saying if we keep referring to logos as drugged out or something, they'll all get banned eventually. I don't know. No,
Yeah.
but
Well, luckily that's not an MLB logo or anything, so that
Yeah.
one's good. That one's in the clear.
Exactly.
So, and then on IG chat, people are asking for some Thrashers hats. I believe there's Thrashers on the way, from what I remember, and then Red Sox fitteds. I don't know on Red Sox off the top of my head.
Yeah,
So,
that's kind of an interesting one just because we really haven't done Red Sox in a while. So good
Yeah.
call on that. And they're actually doing decent this year.
yeah, so
I hate to say
we'll
it.
have to circle back on the Red Sox, but I believe I saw Thrashers in the works for something in
Thank God.
the future.
Yeah.
So
I need something to wear with my Kane jersey, so I'm excited.
There we
hell
go.
yeah, there we go. All right, Benji, you're back. So let's
I am
let's get
back.
into some hats.
So before we go on with the first collection here, which of course, hey, happy upcoming 5950 day to you and everybody else who's streaming in.
Yes.
There is a moment of importance I feel like we need to talk about in regard to that. It is officially the 5-year anniversary of Recap.
Wow, that's awesome. On 5/9?
Yeah, because the 5950 day back in 2020 was the very first episode with Mark Maidment, the head of brand for Recap, that we had as our first guest. And yeah, 5 years, baby.
That's cool. That's cool. I remember that. That was peak. I was still at New Era.
You were-
Mark was my boss. Yeah, and I remember talking with you beforehand about getting Mark on board. So, yeah, very cool. Very cool. Happy 5 years to us. Huh?
Exactly. I'll be sure to post on Instagram later the physical difference in my face between day one and today.
Yeah, it is quite
Significant.
astounding. So it is quite
Yeah, it's like,
astounding.
every minute is crazy, Big Show. But it's strategic tonight. There will be brim switches. But I was laughing at Southside Steven Searart. He was just like, 5 years. Look at us. Who would have thought?
Yeah. So, well, shout out to Bree as well, who was one of the original hosts of Recap. Well, started out as Ben and Just, and then switched to Ben and Bree, and so with Bree doing big things at the Met Gala with Complex just the other day. So shout out to her for everything that she's been doing.
Yeah,
And yes, Elijah was a guest in the first year of Recap, so
hell yeah,
it was an awesome show.
Didn't Bree get hugged by ASAP on Rocky?
She did.
Yeah.
She did. Yeah, because she's interviewed him a couple times now. So he spotted her at the Met Gala and ran over. So that just shows you how bright of an impact Bree makes on people's lives. So
big shouts out to Bree. Without Bree, there would be no me. So big
yeah, that is true. That is true.
All right, let's do this. So, in honor of 5950 Day, we've got Barbershop 2.0 coming at you guys. It's going to be online, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, hackclub.com, Hackclub app, as well as New York and LA are getting some. I think actually every store is getting like a couple of them. So kind of like we did last time. But shout out to Freddie, of course, for bringing this collection back and making some new changes. Actually, really good changes. So let's go through it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Barbershop 2, folks.
Woo!
Not featuring Cedric the Entertainer.
God damn it. All right. Because of that comment, I'm starting with the New York Yankees. Red crown, fire truck crown, red crown, button and upper visor, optic white and wide logo, of course. So very indicative or reminiscent of the 1996 Spike Lee hat, which of course this does have the 1996 World Series logo on the side. And probably one of the biggest creative differences that Freddie made is throwing the barbershop pole colorway within all the side patches.
Mm-hmm.
Very sneaky. Red, white, and blue, of course, for the flat stitch Batterman logo on the back as well. And of course, you got the interior details. A little bit lighter in regard to the barbershop line on the sweatband this time, because I think the last one was like completely inside. So this is just kind of on the tail end of it. But this one, Hat Club original pink under visor, Hat Club tag on the inside. And all these are going to be made in Bangladesh.
Ben, I think your price tag is wrong on the bottom of that, though, right?
Is it?
I think so. Aren't these going to be 60?
Oh, yeah. So my bad. I'm going to have to tear all these off as I go through every one of them. So I don't want to be a liar.
So
right.
Speaking on that, guys, like, so what's the reason for the price increase for these? Just CTOs?
Yeah, so CTOs are the stuff that has a unique material. So obviously the cost of goods went up. So like the cost to make the hat went up. The cost to bring in the hat went up. So CTO is the main change that we're making there for and like that's primarily because we use elevated materials, elevated threadings. It's very unique, longer lead time. So the CTO stuff is going to be priced at 60. But yeah, we this is like our second or third iteration now of at that price point. We did, what were the other ones at 60?
Cattle pack.
Cattle pack. Yeah, cattle pack, which flew in 2 seconds. So yeah.
No, this one I think is number 2.
Yeah. That's why it's important to get out there and vote, people.
Correct. All right. Next up, Houston Astros. So mid-90s open star logo. So metallic gold, white outline, a little bit of navy blue on the tips there. Sorry, black on the tips. But 35th anniversary. So full scale use of the stripes for the barbershop pole, of course. So in case you're wondering, why did Freddie elect to go with this particular side patch? Now you have your reason.
Yeah, that one looks like 3 different barbershop poles too on the side patch. It's pretty sick.
But this one's going to be a good gray under visor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, made in Bangladesh as well. Whole collection's made in Bangladesh.
I'm liking it.
Next up, Oakland Athletics, baby. Olive green crown, navy blue button, and upper visor with the 1990-89 Battle of the Bay World Series side patch. So excellent use in the sash for the barbershop pole stripes.
I do like that. I like that.
This is one of my favorites in the pack.
Really?
I like it.
You like this one over the Astros?
I think so, honestly. Yeah, I think the colorway I like better. So
good gray, black sweatband, of course, with the, as you can see, the barbershop lining on the inside there. So,
yep.
Next up for you Arizona folk, we got the D-backs. Royal blue crown, black button, black upper visor. That is going to be a combination of optic white interior, black scales, metallic silver on the outline for the D logo, and of course the 1998 inaugural season side patch.
That is a large patch. It's almost hitting the eyelid.
Cram the details in, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like the Yankees, Hat Club original pink under visor, black sweatband with the barbershop pole outline, and Hat Club tag on the inside.
I like it.
Yeah,
good looking crown.
A lot of people also asking for San Diego Padres hats. Here you go. Navy blue crown, red button, red upper visor. Current SD logo. My God. 25th anniversary of the Padres organization for the side patch.
Yeah, I think the Padres fans who are always asking for more Padre hats. I haven't seen many disappointed comments in the comments section on our posts about it. It seems like everybody's liking this one a lot. So, and I concur.
Yeah, definitely my top 3 of this pack. I do like the brave color treatment on the Padres logo. I like that.
Retro green undervisor on this bad boy. Black sweatband, barbershop pole lining on the inside. Hat clip tag on the inside as well. Made in Bangladesh. Once again, I got to keep bringing this up because first place in the American League, your Detroit Tigers, your future 2025 World Series champions, royal blue crown, black button, black upper visor, current D logo, and the 2005 All-Star game for the side patch.
I do like this. This kind of reminds me a little bit of the Ox Pack with the color scheme for this Detroit. A little bit.
Am I allowed to make one creative criticism without getting in trouble? Then I will shut my mouth.
I would keep your mouth shut. Then.
Okay. Good gray undervisor, black sweatband, barbershop lining on the inside as well. Hat club tag on the inside too.
I like it. I like it a lot.
We'll talk about it after the show. Big Show, this one's for you. Philadelphia Phillies, navy blue crown, button, upper visor, metallic silver P logo with a white outline, and 1996 All-Star Game side patch.
That one's very clean. Very clean. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I do like it a lot.
Nice solid crown. You know, we need more solid crowns out there.
Honestly, I want to buy this one just for the basis of if you're an Allen Iverson based on where he went to college fan, boom. Boom. And especially a good gray under visor.
Yeah, it's a hat that makes you say, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I am going to save San Francisco for last, but we are going to go to LA for the next one. Black crown, button, upper visor, and 1984 Olympic side patch. So not only great because of the barbershop colorway, but great because Olympics, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely, I feel like that one's going to fly. I really do feel like for.
I think people need to get this one in advance of the World Cup coming to LA.
Aren't the Olympics coming to LA as well?
Yeah, 2028.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So double down. Double down. Yeah.
Hat Club original pink undervisor on this one. Black sweatband, barbershop pole lining, Hat Club tag on the inside as well. Made in Bangladesh. And last but not least, San Francisco Giants. We're going to go with the chrome white crown, navy blue button and upper visor, San Francisco script with the navy blue outline, and 2007 All-Star game for the side patch.
That's dope. I like that one a lot too.
Yeah, I feel like the first iteration of the barber pack, the San Francisco was a good one too. So I like to see that we're
that
still
black and metallic silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few teams he didn't bring back from brought back to San Francisco, but like there was a Brooklyn that did really well in the first one, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
But Hat Club original pink undervisor on this one, black sweatband, barbershop pole lining, Hat Club tag on the inside, made in Bangladesh. And that wraps it up for May 9th, 5950 day, Barbershop 2.0, baby.
Very nice. Let's go top threes. Tef, you're up.
Top three for me, definitely in my 3 spot is probably going to be the Astros. That'll be my 3 spot.
Give me 1 second.
Actually,
sorry.
I'm actually going to switch it around. So I'm going to do the Padres in my 3 spot.
Okay.
And then for my number 2 is going to be the Astros. And then my number 1 is going to be the LA. I just feel like that LA is just like really
wow.
And feel like it's definitely a not even just for the Olympic angle, but also like for Nipsey Hussle's album Victory Lap. I just feel like it's very fitting.
Okay. Dope. It's a good 3. Ben, what do you got?
So I'm going with number 3, and coincidentally, it's actually ones that people want to see again. So San Francisco Giants is going to be in my 3 spot.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is actually going to be the Oakland A's.
Wow.
I really like the color scheme on this one, and especially with the metallic silver front logo, which I didn't highlight originally.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not your number 1. That's why I said wow.
Well, I mean, number 1, I was hyping it up so much. I mean, I gotta go with the Phillies, man.
Okay. Okay, very nice. Very nice. So we all had different top threes.
Like that.
So Ben and I are in alignment for 3 and 2. So San
Okay.
Francisco for 3, Oakland for 2, and then
I already know what number
is-
1 is. I'm going to get the Yankees one back out for you.
Yeah. My number 1 is the Detroit. So that royal blue, I like it a lot. Pops really well.
Sorry,
Nope, that's D-backs.
my bad. Well, it's the same color scheme. That's why I accidentally grabbed it. So
Yeah. Yeah, so I like the Detroit for the number 1 there.
there we
So
go. But yeah, as a reminder, Friday, May 9th, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, Hack Club app, as well as at every Hack Club location for you guys. All right.
Mhm.
Going to move on to these next two. One is going to be an evergreen or color story, basically. I'm going to hammer through these really quick because they're all the same color schemes and stuff like that. And then we have a variety pack. And then we got our special guest coming in here momentarily. We got a little bit of a late start. So
Yep.
I will... Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah. We're good. Sorry. I got distracted there by a comment that I saw. So anyway, these are going to be dropping on Sunday. Where the hell did the tag go? Anyway, if I remember correctly, they're going to be dropping at 8 a.m. West Coast time, 11 a.m. East Coast time. Hackclub.com, Hack Club app, as well as every Hack Club location is going to be getting some of these. And these are called the Camo Vise. So all grayscale camouflage for the crown, black button, black upper visor, and it's going to be a graphite and kind of like darker, more of like a pearlescent white as far as the front logo. All these are going to be plain Janes. All of them are going to have black New Era flags on the side. This one for the Phoenix Suns is going to have the Sun script in the back and good gray undervisor, black sweatband. All these are going to be made in Bangladesh, and all these are cotton because of the fact that it's all camouflage. So
Very
just a heads up
nice.
on that.
These are super clean. I actually, funny enough, I remember having a hat that looked damn near identical to this back in the early 2000s. It was a Buffalo Bills Reebok one, though. Reebok fitted.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, sticking with NBA, Los Angeles Lakers full script.
I like that script. Like, I don't remember seeing that all Lakers logo as the L before.
No, first time we've done this.
So only the L, right? It's normally only been the L or some other variant of it.
Yep. And then same L logo on the back.
Alda Ur on IG asks if we're gonna get another upside down Anaheim Angels A-frame again. Probably.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
That seems like one that will restock pretty frequently. So keep checking back.
I hate holding this one, to be honest. This is a New York Knicks. Just because obviously I'm a Pacer fan, and I gotta hate when I can. New York script on the front. Old school Knicks logo on the back. So the Knicks inside the basketball. And then same thing again, good gray undervisor, black sweatband, Meghalin, Bangladesh. And for the person who asked again, what material is it? It's cotton for the crown, polyester, just because it's the camouflage. And generally, this type of camouflage is going to be on a cotton crown.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Nixon 4.
They're playing right now, aren't they?
I thought it started at 8. Oh, it's 8:15. Yeah.
There we go. San Francisco Giants up next. So all the rest of these are going to be baseball. So 80s logo, graphite interior, white outline, flat stitch baddie on the back. And then same thing again, good gray undervisor, black sweatband, made in Bangladesh. Wouldn't be an MLB collection without the Dodgers. Your reigning
really
World Series champions.
I like it.
Knicks are down by 9. I love to hear that. I mean, hell, they were down by 20 at one point in the third quarter the other day, and they somehow came back and won. So.
It's the NBA. It doesn't matter until the fourth quarter.
I agree with that. Yesterday was a prime example of that.
Yeah. Be down by 40 and be fine.
Exactly. Arizona Diamondbacks, so graphite interior, white outline. Flat stitch back.
Oh, you froze there a little bit, Ben. You mind showing off that hat again?
No problem at all. That was weird.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, that's nice. I do like that one. That's probably like my favorite one that we've shown so far.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Well, until I show you the next one.
Oh,
Bam.
ooh.
Atlanta Braves, baby.
That's dope.
It's
I
just
think that this one with the tomahawk logo would look sick as well.
I agree.
yeah, I can see that. But I think it's just something about script or letter logos. I think on this pattern that just look really, really good. Not that the other ones don't, but I think that these so far have been like really good plain Janes to me.
And last but not least, of course, there's going to be a Houston Astros in there. So mid-90s open star, graphite interior, excuse me, faded white exterior, flat stitch batting on the back, good gray undervisor, black sweatband, made in Bangladesh. So yeah, once again, this entire Camo Vise collection is going to be dropping Sunday, 8 a.m. West Coast time, 11 a.m. East Coast time, hackclub.com, Hack Club app, as well as local teams in every local Hack Club location.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yep, sounds good. I've gotten a couple of questions asking which hat I have on. Shout out to my Fitteds.
Ooh.
It's a hat I picked up from them probably 6 months ago now. I think the release was of this one, but if you're a gamer, you'll understand. You know.
Mm-hmm.
When did the fucking Panthers score again? God damn it. All right. Anyway, last thing we got to show you before we bring our special guests on is a variety pack that's going to be dropping on Monday. These are going to be dropping same time, 8 a.m. West Coast time, 11 a.m. East Coast time, hackclub.com, Hack Club app. And local teams will obviously show up in local team stores. So starting with
Ooh.
yeah. This is a version of the Louis V, but it's kind of a what do you call this when like the whites and blacks are kind of reversed on like a photo?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like
Negative, like almost like
fuck,
a
why am I blanking
Yeah,
on the name
negative.
of it right now?
Thank
Yeah.
you. Like I kind of dig this. 40th
Invert.
anniversary for the side patch. And so yeah, just kind of having like the reverse color scheme. So dark interior for the A logo, and of course white for the wings. Black crown, black upper visor, black button, flat stitch baddie on inverse. That's the word I was looking for. Red under visor, black sweatband, and these are made in China. So yep, variety pack for Monday. This is number 1. China, baby. Number 2, we got 2 Dodgers for you. This is going to be a Cardinal crown, brown button, brown upper visor, metallic copper LA logo. 50th anniversary of the Dodgers organization in Los Angeles.
I think that this one is going to be I think it would fly if we were in the fall.
Yeah,
It's
I can see
very
that.
much a fall colorish hat, and it is very, very nice.
Yeah,
definitely something I could see someone wearing with like the Air Jordan 3 Cardinals or
yeah, for sure,
or anything else like that. But I do like that color scheme, that cardinal red with that brown. It's really tough.
There we go.
I hope we do more of that colorway, specifically in a Mets hat.
Why not? Los Angeles Dodgers, black crown button, upper visor, South Korea flag on the side. Obviously, we dropped the navy blue one, so here's the black and white version. Rounded off flat stitch Batterman logo on the back. Good gray under visor, black sweatband, Hack Club tag on the inside. And this one is going to be made in China.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a restock. Olive crown, black button, and upper visor, gradient style Arizona script on the front. It is a plain Jane, so no side patch on this one. Flat stitch baddie on the back, so black, white, and olive green. Good gray under visor, black sweatband, Hack Club tag on the inside, and made in China as well.
Very nice.
And then last but not least, somebody was asking, hey, when are we going to drop some more Washington Capitals hats? Well, old school logo, so going back into like the 90s and the 80s style, light navy crown, upper visor, red button, Washington Capitals script, 40th anniversary of the organization, and then flat stitch NHL shield in navy blue and metallic red. Of course, the 5 stars on the back. And good gray under visor, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside. And this one also is made in China.
Patch came out super clean on that. I'm
It
impressed.
I do have a patch on that. I do. Very, very clean.
Boom. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up everything for variety pack and every other drop. And so now we're going into Tuesday. To which case, oh god, we lost one of our guests. It's probably my fault because we were going as long as we were. But anyway, she's been on the show before. She's awesome. You guys know her and love her. Straight out of Atlanta. What's up, Tiana?
What
What's up,
up?
T?
What up?
Hey, T.
Hi, Teppy.
Hey, Tiana.
What's
Good
going
crown on
y'all?
the head, T.
Very good.
Love
The
to see it.
ATL.
Love
Yep.
to see it. What's new?
I don't know. So much. It's so much that's new. But there's some hats that are dropping on the 13th, I heard.
There are.
ma'am.
I was gonna say, you'll say you and Tef. Actually, I'm gonna switch you both to the top of the screen because y'all know more about this than we do. No, I'm kidding. But no, I'll let you guys have the floor and kind of take it away as far as what's going on next Tuesday.
Oh, look at Tef with the brim switch too.
Me and Tef are like the Spider-Man meme, like
Yeah. Oh, wrong way, Tef. There you go. That's dope. Yeah, you guys are cooking up even more gas. This is not your very first drop with us by any means for either of you, but let's get into it with the hat that you guys have on your domes right now.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So this is the ATL. Actually, I can get a little bit more granular here. And I guess the biggest thing about this hat that makes it different is that we've got a satin brim
There we
here.
go.
Oh, I didn't even see that detail.
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's pretty
T.
unexpected, which the story of this hat, well, actually, let's just take it back to all three are like the trilogy of the origin story of Tiana Denise, me, right?
Mhm.
So you have the Buff and Brock, which was my Buffalo to New York hat, 'cause I'm a Buffalo, New York native. And then the Heart of the City, which was a Yankee. Sorry.
Yep. Mhm.
And that celebrates my love for New York. And then the ATL, which celebrates my love for Atlanta. And I wanted to do something unexpected because nobody expected me to move to Atlanta.
So what was the origin of you moving to Atlanta? Was it for work?
It was to pursue music. And
hell yeah.
I just so happened to hop into everything else that I do now, being here in Atlanta. So I always say Buffalo made me, New York raised me, and Atlanta turned me into Tiana Denise. So
Hell
love
yeah.
I
Love that.
Mhm.
Yeah, very, very well executed crown. Definitely top two for you, for me. We know which one's in the third spot for me for, for your releases so far. And if it would have been a match, it would have been number one. So shame on you.
You never know. You never know.
You never do. You
You
never
never
do.
know.
I hope you take my words of advice. But very clean crown. I love it. The satin is very unexpected and I think very, very well executed. And then the patch came out immaculate on this too. So this
I like
is
that you went.
definitely an
I like
item
that you
for-
went with the welcome to the show version of the 1995 World Series patch, just because I feel like you can do more with that than just boom,
Yeah.
here's 95.
Yeah, and it allows you to play in a little bit more color. I wanted to really have the side patch pop. So I did a lot of metallics here, but I also wanted to play in the pink because it is a pinky as well.
Mhm.
So I wanted to have that continuity as well here.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. It looks great, T.
And with
You
the baddie
you crushed
also.
it.
Yeah. No, I told T, like when I first saw it, I love the fact that it was a two-tone. I think one thing that is kind of understated when we design hats is like making things that are both wearable, but also making things that are, special and unique. I think the satin
Yeah,
brand definitely makes this unique and different. I feel like this is something a lot of people will grab and wear every day as like a daily wear. I definitely
Oh,
think it's
yeah.
gonna
for sure.
And this one's definitely going with elevated fits too, with that satin brim. So
Yeah.
like
Absolutely.
it's
Absolutely. It's a
casual
little-
and classy. I love it.
You know, you have the best of both worlds here for sure.
Now I know it's hard to rank your children, but what's your top 3 for right now that you got going?
Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? This is not fair. Honestly, it's hard to say because you know what's funny? I didn't know if I was gonna like this. Tef will tell you. Like when I first saw the picture, I was like, "Yeah, I don't know." But then when I got it in hand, I was like, wow, she's pretty. Like I love her. So I don't know. I think the first will always be Buff and Brock for me though. I think that's
Okay.
gonna be my first one. I can't. I think I'm gonna rank them in the actual way that they
In the
came.
release
So,
order. Wow.
yeah, for
Okay.
now. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that comment too from Gillionaire. Like it very much does have like a
That's
record
fire.
feel to it, which also ties back to your music as well.
Exactly. So that's fire. I like that. Hope to see you on the 13th, friend.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
I think this one's gonna fly.
Oh yeah, for
This
sure.
I think so too. I have people in my DM that are going crazy. Like, can you just, I don't even know this person. Can you send me a 7 3/4? I'm like, dog, I can't help you at all. Like,
Can't
I'm
help.
so sorry.
I don't know if you're in tune with this or if you're aware of this, that Braves hats in Los Angeles like fly anytime that we drop them at the LA store. And so I know a lot of our customers
Ooh.
in the LA area are definitely going to be fiending for it as well.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Maybe
Yes,
we
they
get a
should.
restock with this in the future and it goes to the LA store.
I could see that.
That would be fire.
That'd be sick.
So I
Or
guess it
just
was
give us a pop up in Atlanta. Like, right, Tef? Like, we need a pop up here.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean-
Atlanta is waiting for another Hatlanta.
Hell
Listen,
yeah.
I'm not against it. I love that land. I want to go back.
We had
Yep.
fun.
we had a
Mhm.
that time was had.
We had a time. I have the poster hanging up in my room. Like,
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
I didn't even get a
Right there.
poster. I'm jealous of that.
I stole it. See, that's what you gotta do. You got to steal. You gotta steal shit, Ben. What are you doing?
Hey,
Like,
me stealing
I walked
stuff.
right by, swiped it, kept going. That's how you gotta do it.
Come on.
I would definitely be looking for new work at that point if I got caught on that one.
No, I had to put my bid in though. I asked for it. I asked for it like super early, and I just kept walking past them. I forgot who I asked about it, but I kept walking past them and like, so let me know when
I
I can
found that
grab
song.
that.
Well, T, you're going international right now. Holly on IG is asking if we can ship it to the UK.
Whoa.
And we can.
Oh, fire.
You just gotta be able to cop it. I think this one's gonna
Yeah.
fly. So if you're able to cop it, it'll get to the UK for sure.
Be online like 5 minutes ahead of time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At least I would
Highly
say.
recommend that.
Yeah, for sure. Be online.
Hell yeah.
I'll be in the UK in August, so holla at
Oh,
me.
Might be able to
very
make a
nice.
special delivery.
Never know.
Yeah, and T, we know it's not gonna be the last we see of you and things that you're cooking up. You might even have something else planned in a month that you already mentioned. So
Yeah,
yeah, could be some good stuff in 2025 from T.
definitely is gonna be some good stuff.
Hell
Definitely,
yeah.
for sure. I'm excited
Love
about
it.
it. Thanks, guys.
Of course.
Of
Thank
course.
you, guys.
Who's is Nigel on or
Yeah, Nigel, you here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, man. I'm outside of the
Hey.
barbershop, but I'm here.
Hell yeah. You got your crown with you to show off?
I do not have my crown with me, but does anybody have it at the moment?
I actually have it in my hand right now.
Ben
Thank
has
you
it. So
so much.
we'll make Ben the big
the
screen and
clutch.
then you can talk through the details on it.
Yes, sir. If I could just get some help with what my script is, since I'm just able to really pop in, and I got you.
No
All
worries.
right.
So I've got it full frame right now. So
That one's sick.
That's fire.
Yeah,
I'll let you go from there if you wanted to start with the.
All right, cool, man.
Yep.
So we have our Birmingham Barons. I kind of have a double entendre name here. We can call it either the Rickwood Field or Trap House 3. Meaning of the Trap House 3 is that's a Gucci Mane mixtape from about the early 2000, mid 2000, like 2013 maybe.
Mhm.
But reason I went with that colorway in that mixtape is a lot of people think Gucci Mane is an artist from Atlanta, but he's actually from Birmingham, Bessemer, Alabama. So I wanted to have that small tie. But when it comes to Rickwood Field, that's the oldest stadium when it comes to baseball in the U.S. So that's the home of the Birmingham Barons. When it came to the Negro Leagues, home of the Birmingham Black Barons. So if you were to Google a picture of Rick Wood, you still see that green, that beige, that gold when it comes to it. And then made the Barons mascot have brown skin as well, just off of the sense of ode to not only the artist, but ode to the Black Barons as well. So whole lot of meaning to it. When it comes to my
Mhm.
last crown, I did the Trash Pandas crown last, which
Mhm.
everywhere I've lived so far when it comes to my life, whether it be where I was raised or where I went to school, has all been minor leagues teams.
Okay.
So I like to show a lot of love to the minor league teams. So I'm currently based in Birmingham, Alabama now, as well as I spend a lot of summers here because my grandparents. So
Mhm.
Mhm.
wanted to make sure I made an ode to another place that has a special place in my heart. Have some future endeavors that I think we may embark upon for
Yeah.
another
In the not
place.
too
I've spent
distant
some time in
future.
life.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
not too distant future either.
Yeah, but that's the crown, man. Wanted to make a tonal, so something that's easily wearable, but it has some pop to it. I did my photo shoot for it yesterday, and when I was just walking around the city and had the privilege of getting into Rickwood Field and just people walking around, it was like,
Ooh.
man, wait a minute, where'd you get that hat from? I was like, I'm
Yep.
about to come out with it. So a lot of the workers loved it. Me walking around the city yesterday, people just like, I've never seen a Baron's hat like that. So I'm
That's it.
just like,
I've never seen a Barons hat
Fire.
like this either, and I've been in the hat game for a long time. This is,
Yeah,
I
I'll be
think, the
honest.
first.
I didn't even know you could use that front logo, which is actually like the most striking part about it.
Right. Yeah,
Mhm.
like this is really a collector's piece for sure. So,
Yeah.
um, job well done, Nigel. And like I said with T, we know it's not the last time we're going to be seeing you, and yours is going to be in the not so distant future. So like if you guys don't cop on this one, and you miss out, don't worry. You got more from Nigel coming very soon.
I've also been purposely slowly going through the details on this because so obviously minor league logo on the back, the 20th anniversary, all metallic gold and white. But most notably, I am really taken aback by the new era flag and the detail
That's
you were able
fire.
to throw in there
That's
between
sick.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like
the
that.
metallic gold stripes, the
yes,
white
sir.
and black all around. What's the story behind that?
Man, I just wanted to, when it comes to the metallic, I'm always somebody, which I might get some flack for this in the comments, but I'm somebody, I get a little bit sick of the close up, blurry, look at the diamonds dance metallic. But with this being a
Yep.
partial ode to a hip hop artist mixtape, I wanted to make sure I went metallic on a lot of the stitching just to emulate jewelry, as well as just shine when it comes to the history of things dealing with the Birmingham Barons and the Black Barons. So double entendre again. I'm tend to be a double entendre monster when it comes to a lot of things. So finally went metallic. I bit the bait, but hopefully I look to see some people do their close up diamonds dancing metallic stitching hat video for me.
I think you definitely will. You'll get tagged in a lot of these for sure. So yeah, this
That
one's a
side
thick
patch
one.
is clean.
Yeah.
And then Ben, can you remind everybody in chat when all these crowns are releasing?
Yeah, next Tuesday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, Hackclub app only on those two spots. None in stores.
None in stores.
None in
Damn.
stores.
Got to
We
be
gotta
quick with it.
we gotta up those quantities and get them nationwide. Let's go. So,
Tef, you're up next. Just because who else's do you have as well?
I have Sean's.
Okay.
I was gonna leave that one to you, because I know like Sean probably would, wanted to do it justice. But Sean and I actually have a similarity in this pack because both of us did Astros hats for this ambassador pack. But I've been doing brim switches all night, so only right that I actually get to finally put it on.
oh, there it is.
So yeah,
Clean.
so I present to everybody the chopped and screwed Stros. So the top color of this hat is varsity purple. Top visor is black. Black top button. It's my first pinky. So pink UV, Hat Club original pink UV. Shouts out to Frosty and PBJ Just. Black guts, Hat Club badge on the inside. But the thing that I think most people, sorry Nigel, I'm gonna do the diamonds dancing thing. I think that people have like this hat has definitely been the side patch. Went 45th, so that's metallic pewter.
That side patch is crazy. I can't even lie. That's a
Mhm.
grab patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with the side patch with metallic pewter, metallic aluminum, and also metallic copper for the bottom open star, and then also lines within the stripes. Your back is going to be a combination of metallic pewter, metallic silver, and also metallic copper. And on the front, this is not white. This is actually pinky joy. So one thing I've kind of gotten sick of when I've seen Astros hats before is that the H is always white, and I've always felt like that's
Mhm.
a little bit. I wanted to do it something different. I wanted to switch it up. And then another detail that I've kind of really wanted to lean into here is that the star, yes, is metallic aluminum, but the back of it is actually metallic copper. The drop shadow behind the H is metallic copper.
Hmm.
Um, so, Chopped and Screwed Stros, the name, obviously talking about Houston's impact on hip hop. I mean, whether you talk about DJ Screw, UGK, Paul Wall, Mike Jones, I mean, could go on and on just about Houston culture. So I wanted this hat to be a tribute to that, as well as just Houston culture, Grills, Johnny Dang, everything about the city. I feel like I think as an Atlanta person, like when I first went to Houston, it was a place that kind of felt like home, even though it wasn't home. And I really, really like that about it. And talking to my friends and people and fellow ambassadors, they were asking me questions about like, hey, what's your fourth hat gonna be like? I knew I wanted it to be a pinky because my first few hats were icy green and gray, respectively. So I really wanted to do something that was different. And I wanted to show range. I think a lot of people are used to seeing Atlanta Braves hats from me, so I really wanted to try my hand at a different team,
Yeah.
different info, different style. And when I started circulating the initial mock-ups and images around, and the Houston people were like, "Nah, you knocked it out the park, bro. This is clean." I definitely knew that I had something, and when the hat came in, AB sent the pictures, and I got to see it in hand. It's really, really beautiful hat. I love it. I really love how everything came together. I don't think there's a single detail on this hat I would change. I just love how it came together.
Tef, you crushed it. Now, one thing that I would have loved to see is for both you and T to do the satin upper visor on this with both being pinkies. I think that would have been sick.
You're trying to have people
Yeah,
fighting in the comments. You're trying to have people fighting us here in Atlanta, man.
I think that
yeah,
would have been sick. Just knowing how good that black satin came out, like
yeah.
that
Like,
would have been dope.
and I told T that when I saw the satin originally, I just thought that it was a very nice touch. It really elevates the hat beyond just it being like a traditional poly. But I think for me, it was just I don't think I got that. Think I got that bold with my materials yet. But I felt like this is right. I really do something that was, like I said, was unique, was me. And I actually will be touching soil in Houston to do the promo pictures for this. So
Hell yeah.
it's like so that'll be dope, and I'll be in Houston this weekend. So um,
Nice.
that's gonna be something cool. But yeah, love how this came out. Chopped and Screwed Stros. DMs have been flooded since I've started putting up the pictures and the reels and everything else.
Hell yeah.
So I'm just gonna tell y'all, as I said before to the Discord, even Hack Club is doing everything they can to make this drop fair. Bots are just a part of the world and the space that we're in right now, but we're definitely gonna try to make sure that we get everybody who wants the crown an opportunity to get it.
Yeah,
Um,
100%. And when you guys yell at somebody on the internet, remember it's me you're yelling at, and I had no control over this.
I'm definitely gonna yell at you now, Ben.
Do it.
That's it.
No,
so
actually, Taff, I want to make a comment about your hat that I'm insanely jealous because I'm not going to go specifically on which details,
mhm.
but there are two specific details in this hat that I was putting together for my collection that now I have to change.
Okay.
I know exactly what it is, Ben.
Yep.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So no, it looks spectacular. So
Thank you.
it's I was gonna say because it's hard and like when you're doing a design and just seeing the mock-up, god damn it. When you're doing the mock-up and until you see it in hand, like there's the vision you have in your head, and then
Yeah.
once you see it in hand, then you realize, oh my god, I made the right decisions, I was on the right
Yeah.
path, etc. And so far, between all three of you, I absolutely love every single one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
And
crushed it. For
yeah,
real.
and to Austin's point, definitely, you guys keep selling these out. We give the higher ups more of a reason to give us more allocation,
Yeah.
more opportunity to
Yes.
sell. So,
Yeah.
And
Facts.
3 for 3, not only with designs, but also 3 for 3 with
Shirts.
ambassadors who are going to have additional opportunities in the not too distant future
Yeah.
with Hat Club. So
yeah.
So you guys crushed it. Very proud of all of you, and I know that these are all going to fly. So good work again. And then we had someone have the audacity to ask where are the Padres hats. We literally just showed off one 5 minutes. Never fails with the Padre fan base.
Tef, do you want to show off Shuns?
Yeah, I can. So I can
I would
also
love for you to. Yeah.
Yeah. So shouts out to Shun. If you don't know about Shun,
yeah.
or you know about him musically, he's an artist. He does a lot of hip hop music. He's released a few EPs lately. So this was actually inspired. So he had a project last year called The Most High, Part One. So essentially, with his second hat, his next design, he chose to incorporate the color scheme of the next EP, which is The Most High Part Two. So it's similar to the first one in the sense that the Open Star logo, the first one was more of like a rail hat, which I think caught a lot of people by surprise. But this one is more of like your traditional two-tone. So it's going to be a chrome white. So this is an optic white, chrome white top crown color. The top vise is going to be like a dolphin gray, also a dolphin gray top button. You have that cascading logo in the front with like that prism looking design in the front. Then on the side patch, we have the Apollo 11 side patch. This was definitely to me like one of my favorite details of the hat. Just in particular, when you look at just the color of the top visor to the surface of the moon and the background of the patch, I thought that was like really, really nicely done. Then on the Batterman, you're having essentially just this all like, basically combination of metallic silver as well as dolphin gray there. And then it is a green UV, black guts, hat club badge on the inside of the sweatband. And this is also made in China. So I think all of these are made in China. Yep, all these are made in China that we've shown so far.
They should be, yeah.
So very, very good. You guys saw me probably do a combo with the Nego Air Force 3s with this. But I loved how this hat came together. And it's hard for me to pick which one I like between Shun's first and his second. But I think this second one for me is very wearable with a lot of different things. And not that the first isn't, but I think this one I like a little bit more, a tad bit more than the second.
Dope. Yeah. Did you talk about the spectrum of light there for the cascading effect? Yeah. Okay.
So like, you could talk more about it, Austin. Though.
No. I just wanted to make sure I missed it. I was checking on Max there. He's making.
I was actually going to make a comment about it. I like the fact that it's a minimal cascade. Like there isn't too much color involved with it. Just sticking with primary colors, especially on a chrome white crown. Like it looks perfect.
Yeah. So like, and I think that like in many ways, like I said, it's kind of like a continuation of what he did for this first hat, which was the rail hat. So similar, cascading, prism effect on the second. And like I said, more of a color scheme like that's going to resemble what the EP cover art's going to look like. So he also did a merch and apparel, like I think with his first hat and his second hat. So this also corresponds with the merch that he's dropping in promotion of his EP. So Shun is from Houston. So when I actually showed him my hat and then he showed me his, he was just like, yeah, bro, you did Houston proud with yours. And I told him the same thing. I really love this hat. I love how it came together. I love the green UV. I just love how this hat came together. It's very, like I said with T, I think this is a hat a lot of people could grab and wear a lot of different times. And I know this is easy for it.
In a lot of different ways too.
Yeah. It's super clean.
Super duper clean. Love it.
Yeah.
I kind of hate the fact that I have to be the one to show off the last two because I don't feel like I'm cool enough for this. But I will do my best. I will do my best. I'm gonna start with Squid's first. Squid being a Detroit native, so totally don't blame the route they went. Detroit Lions, black crown, black button, black upper visor, that beautiful Detroit Lions blue on the interior with the metallic silver exterior. 75th anniversary or 75 seasons. My apologies for the side patch. Sorry, one sec. And then the Detroit script on the back, all white and metallic silver exterior as well.
That's dope.
That's really cool.
You know, with the Detroit script on the back, it's giving me like starter jacket vibes.
Yeah.
And if you know Squid, that's like her stilo. Like she loves like retro Detroit jackets. I feel like she's DJ'd a few sets actually with like Pistons satin bomber jackets on, and I know I think she was at like an NFL draft, the NFL draft event either last year or this year.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe both. I think so.
Yeah, she crushed it.
And then Hat Club Original icy blue undervisor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, and then like the others that have been shown before this, made in China as well. Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a name for this hat? Because I know generally everybody kind of has names and themes going on here. My name is Eric, throwing out the Axel Beverly Hills. Good call there. Cap Crusader says the Megatron.
Yeah, that's immediately what I thought of when I saw it. I don't know. I don't think Squid told us a name for it, but I feel like all of these are applicable names that it can go by. But
Yeah.
one thing for Squid, shouts out to her for like really putting Detroit on her back as far as
Yeah.
and Mark is an ambassador as well. But that's one thing I will say like about like Detroit natives, like they do everything to like put the city up. And I feel like that's definitely dope for sure.
The Matt Patricia.
Wow. I was gonna say, because in regard to like when I look at the this specific script styles for the back, it actually reminds me of RoboCop, which also takes place in Detroit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love seeing more NFL hats, and like probably the Lions are one of our more hyped up NFL teams when it comes to releases. So I think this is probably gonna do really well too.
Hey, I got money on them to win the Super Bowl this year, so
really.
I did a parlay with the Tigers and the Lions, baby.
Wow, what does that pay out?
A lot.
Not for real. I mean, I think like to me, like wasn't there that Lions that did really well? Like last year was like a tonal blue and it was a pink UV. And,
yeah,
like,
all of them did. Yeah,
yeah. We had a few Lions hats that sold out almost immediately last year. So this is really nice. This is a good one. Shout out to Squid.
And then shout out to Squid. And then I got the last one here. So Austin's favorite. I'm spacing on their handle. Is it
small feet, big heat? Baby.
Okay, I thought it was little
Small
feet, big heat. So thank you for the correction on that one. My apologies. But New York Mets, chrome white crown. That is going to be a forest green button. Of course, the light's blasting in as I show this one. My apologies.
God just wants to shine on this crown. That's all. That's happening.
We know which one's your favorite now.
Forest green for the button, brown for the upper visor, and of course the tricolor scheme, which everybody's been asking for a Mets hat for the last couple months. But to go to forest green, metallic gold, and pink. Excellent usage there, and especially
this joint's crazy.
Scale 50th anniversary patch on the side.
Yeah,
giving big like Spumoni reversal vibes.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think like just those colors is like giving me like Neapolitan, type of vibes a little bit. With the off-white crown color, and then also the brown. Yeah, so I like this a lot. Yeah, she did a big one with this one. Shouts out to Taylor for real.
Yeah. This is fire.
And now if y'all could just every single time you think about making a Yankees, just make it a Mets.
God. I got a story about that in a minute. But Hat Club original pink undervisor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, and of course made in China on this. And then metallic silver, metallic gold flat stitch baddie on the back.
Yes.
So Ben, I'm checking really quickly because I think we might be missing one.
Are we? I've got 6. I thought there was only 6.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank God, because I would have been freaking out.
Lewis has a hat that's coming soon.
Okay, got it. But yeah, the entire 6-pack Tuesday of next week. So what is that? May 13th, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Hatclub.com, Hat Club app only. None of the stores are getting these. So act fast or snooze.
Sad.
Or you're gonna be missing out on some good crowns. So
for sure.
Yeah, good job, everyone.
Seriously.
Again, proud of you guys. You guys have crushed it every single time. Also like it's a huge win for like us to be able to get these additional opportunities for you guys too. Davey and I fight for you guys every single day to get these additional opportunities, and it's very well deserved. You guys just continue to crush it. And shout out to AB if he's still in chat. AB helps out all of the ambassadors with their design process. So it wouldn't be possible without you too, brother. So appreciate you. Former ambassador AB Wilder Fitted.
AB.
Shouts out to Edwin's 13503 shooting a shot at you, T. Is she cute?
What happened? What?
No.
Maybe I need to be in the
Twitch
And the
chat
Twitch,
is wild.
yeah.
They're bold.
Edwin's
I don't
30
see it, so I can't even see
to
it.
shoot.
What they
From
say?
that,
I can't see it.
he says she's cute.
With the
Oh,
little heart
thank you.
emoji guy. Hell yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you guys again. And we'll be having you on in the not too distant future for all of you. So
Yeah.
it'll be good to show off some more crowns. So
For sure.
True.
thanks for hanging out with us.
I'm just gonna say instant sellout. That's all I got on that.
I agree. I think that all of them are gonna fly very, very quickly. Very, very
Indeed.
quickly. Yeah.
Indeed.
Right on. Take care,
Yes, sir.
guys,
Awesome.
and we'll see you soon.
Bye, y'all.
See ya. Thanks for hanging.
All right.
All righty, fellas.
All right. That's you guys are not guys are not playing nice with wallets this week. That's all I gotta say.
No, couldn't do that. Couldn't, if we were somewhere else, doing work for someone else, maybe, but that's just not here. No, I mean, you said it enough, Austin. Like, I mean, most companies and most ambassadors, you're not getting these opportunities. So when you get them, you got to maximize them. And yeah, it's a lot of stuff going. It's going to be, and I will say for those in chat, if for some reason the cards don't stop falling in your favor on Tuesday, don't worry. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So got some more stuff on the way.
May is an evil month. You're right. You're right, Third. But I gotta tell you, June and July, oif. Like, if you're trying to save some money in today's economy, you're screwed.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you're screwed. So,
This is why I go to the casino often, so I can actually have money to afford all this.
Yeah. So apologize to your significant others in advance. Maybe buy some extra flowers over the next couple months, because May, June, July, like we've been saying it internally at Hat Club since January. May, June, and July are absolute bangers nonstop.
Yeah, I agree with
Yes,
that.
sir. No, for real. And yeah, so to 190 YJ's question, I have the 2015 pair, so I'm still kind of on the fence if I'm going to go for them. I do like the treatment that they're doing the reimagines, but it's just outsole and cracking near the Wings logo and that little gap. Not sure if that justifies me buying them a second time. I'm actually really eyeing those black cowboy Nike SBs. I like this behind them. I like I think it's special packaging also. So definitely looking forward to that. But I've been hearing there've been a lot of wins from those UNCs. So if that is a shoe that you're going for this weekend, you can grab them.
I'm hoping it's like the other reimagined ones and has like a metric shit ton of stock. So yeah, we'll see. And then and then the P Rods are coming out in the not too distant future too. So shout out to P Rod. We posted that video today of him talking about that from Crowned.
Yeah,
our very first episode of Crowned, actually. So
exactly.
So great first guest. I think his are supposed to return like towards the end of the month. So
yeah, Nike's not playing nice with our wallets either at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
Yeah, I'll definitely be going for those P Rods as well.
Yeah.
Elijah asks, are there any Rays coming in June or July? I think the short answer is yes. And I can actually tell you that the Rays is actually one of the hats in my collection. So I will make sure once we get that all finalized and in production, that once they arrive, I will get one to you on me.
That's not the Ben, a man of the people.
Try to be.
Somebody asked if the hats are going to be 55. So the hats that we just showed off, these are still going to be the 52 price tag, excluding shipping and taxes, obviously, which is dependent upon where you live, since these are going to be an online release. So unless we say otherwise, assume 52. I feel like anytime that price has ever gone, up than that, we'll definitely let you guys know. But yeah, so far 52.
And then what was I gonna say? Oh, Tef, how did you feel about the Air Force Ones that released today? They sold out very quickly.
Shouts out to sorority girls and other people that have used the medium to convince people, to hoodwink people people into believing a dirty Air Force One, a dirty triple white Air Force One at that,
Right.
is desirable.
And the triple black sold out like pretty quickly too. But I'm not gonna lie, the triple blacks they were growing on me when because when those wear away, it's a different like leather that's exposed.
Yeah, and I
So
mean, and I got it. And I mean, shouts out to Datsush. I mean, they've done a lot of interesting,
yeah.
just conceptual things. I kind of
Mhm.
liken them to like what Freddie's done in our space as far as just
Mhm.
expands people's mindsets and thinking about what footwear can look like, future of footwear as it will be. And I mean, I think that they're creating a lot of pieces that the younger generations like if nostalgia really doesn't hit them, like a black cement 3 or a white cement 4 or whatever. But
Mhm.
nah, I just couldn't get jiggy with it. It's a couple of guys on Instagram I saw had them, and I just was like, it might just be me and as Atlanta guys, like Fazos, Triple White, Air Forces, Uptowns, whatever you want to call them. Like we
Yeah.
coveted clean pairs. Like there's a
Right.
reason there's a legend of Dr. Dre not wearing the same pair of Air Force Ones more than once. Like
Right.
because that was the appeal of that shoe. It was meant to be pristine, clean, all white. It was not meant to
Mhm.
look like you went through 3 sets of Coachella. That was not what it was meant to look like.
Yeah, that's pretty
I mean,
good.
but brands, I think in their own kind of way, that's a larger conversation. I think of Nike just trolling. I think getting
I
into the
mean,
troll of it.
to quote the great Will Ferrell, it's provocative.
Yeah,
It got the people going. So like
yeah,
there's no doubt that created a buzz. So I mean like great PR play by them. So
yeah. I think
uh
that's definitely the moment of this year. Like remember those mischief red boots? Like how that
mhm,
was the moment of that year. I feel like
yeah,
this is going to be Nike's moment of this year. Basically setting up,
right.
you know, uh, having a shoe that's dirty. It's like, let's see if they're gonna buy this. And the fact that it sold out in record time was crazy. Yes,
Yeah.
Olavo, I understand that Coachella is a longer, long, full, music festival, but obviously, like outdoor music festivals, you're walking all around. So,
Right.
yeah, I just had to think of a way to illustrate how just crazy that is that you spent over $100 on that. Like you
Yeah.
spent
And shout out to Bryce, who was a former recap guest of ours, who did the ancient Egypt pin,
Mhm,
designer at
Oh,
Nike.
Bryce Wong, yeah.
Yeah. So he's one of the masterminds behind all the dot swoosh stuff. So
mhm,
I was hitting him up, DMing him a couple weeks ago when they were doing the Laura Croft ones, so like the Air Maxes for those. So and I said if this doesn't come in a pointy boob box, like you're missing you missed the mark here. So he's like, damn it. He's like, we didn't even think of that.
Oh,
Like,
God.
I was like, I got ideas, man. Just give me that Nike paycheck for it. So,
Actually,
mhm.
because you brought him up, congrats to him and his lady for having a baby.
yes. Yeah, he's a
Congratulations.
father now. So
Yeah,
he's busy with the sneakers and busy other ways too.
Only
yeah.
a year until the baby can start munching on hot dogs on a regular basis like he does.
Yeah. He is quite the meme lord himself. So
Yeah.
he's a funny guy. So
Yeah,
he's doing good stuff over there for Nike.
yeah. I will answer a question that someone asked me, and I said I was going to address it on recap. They were like, now that I've made all of my hats, what's my favorite one?"
Ooh.
And the answer is I don't know. Like I really wanted to have like a very good answer for y'all. But I think that like I like all of these for different reasons. I mean, like I think the hat that's probably the most special to me is this one because obviously it's my first.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
it's just, and like most that know the story know that this was a design that was about a year or two old before it actually came out. But I think just the response that it got and everybody getting behind it was crazy. I definitely will say that this one definitely is probably my favorite for different reasons. Because like I think this really established that I knew how to
Yeah.
put colors together and how to design, so it wasn't like the first one was a fluke. And I think this one was special too, just because of the fact that it celebrates family. It was the lowest stock of all the hats that I've released, so that also
Mhm.
kind of makes it a little bit of lore. Um, but I think this one will probably open a new chapter for me, like in the sense of I don't become just the Atlanta Braves hat guy. I think that this kind of shows people I can do more. So if I had to rank them based off of how I feel right now, which is very sentimental, looking at all my hats all in one place. I'm going to shock a lot of people, and I'm going to say the Big Ring Braves is going to be first.
Okay.
Second, I think will definitely be this. Third will be
Yep.
this, and then last will be the Belongo.
Dang.
So that will be the order. But as we said, a lot more coming from me. It's good always to look at where you've been so you know where you're going. And I'm really, really excited for you guys to see more of, what I can do when it comes to hats. So
Yeah, very, very proud of you for stepping out of your Atlanta shell and designing an Astros. And
It's called growing up, and you definitely showed it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Love it.
Yeah, for sure. So no, I'm excited. Stock is have you or who asked me that? Leo, be on an 11.
I'll be the one to answer this one. It's
Yeah.
relatively close to the Padres that would drop on Sunday.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
Be
there you have
fast.
it.
Be very
Yep.
fucking
Be
fast. That's all I
fast.
can say on
Have your top picks ready. Good news is that there's 6 great crowns dropping. So, like, if you don't hit on one, you might hit on one of the other ones. But, I mean, you can't go wrong with any of these ones, honestly. Like, you guys crushed it. Like, me seeing that Barons logo for the first time ever, like, that was like, holy shit.
I didn't see it till I pulled it out of the box this morning, and I was just like the fact that Nigel was able to explain it. It's like, thank God, because I mean, much of the same sense of Squid and Small Feet. I didn't want to be the one to go through all the details on this because I know there's more of a story behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that something as personal as that was to him, or that is to him, it's like, yes, I'm glad he was able to cover all of it. Because Lord knows there was a lot of detail that I had no idea about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He crushed it. He crushed it. Nigel does his thing.
Yeah, I told Nigel when he showed it off, I was like, yeah, man, like all of your hats have been great. I was like, but this one definitely is my favorite. I think story, execution, how it came together, great job. So
Yeah.
I can sold out dates for on Tuesday.
Yep. And then questions about stock on Barbershop. That's pretty good. That's fairly healthy stock.
Yeah.
It's I bet a lot of them are gonna get cooked very quickly though. So I think you're gonna have to have fast
apparently.
fingers on that. If I was a betting man, which I am, I would say definitely have your favorites ready for that too. And there goes Elgato for Ben. Yeah. So, but it's stock on Barbershop is healthier than stock on Ambassador Pack. But good luck to everybody out there for copping this week. Good stuff dropping. We have great stuff dropping again. We'll get AB back on the stream again next week. Ben just can't hold on tonight. It
always cuts in and out like once I plug it back in. So yeah.
So we'll get AB back on the stream next week for Para Mi Gente 2.0.
That is true.
And we'll give a little inside scoop on Para Mi Gente 2.0 in advance. If you don't cop online, there might be another opportunity to cop. We'll leave it at that. Leave it at that.
Actually,
so.
and I will say, it's his fault. The reason why we're doing this. So
yes, he'll explain more in depth next week.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mexico, as Wilder Fitteds puts in chat. So another great pack representing his culture.
Well, I was gonna say the last thing that's coming out of my mouth is gonna be Leafs end of 2 periods, getting ready to start the third, up 3-2 by. So please finish this fucking game out, Toronto.
Let's do it.
And then on top of that, Indiana Pacers. Please, I wasn't expecting a sweep, but I would love it. It puts me at ease.
We are the New York Knicks, are down 12 points right now in the fourth.
All right, that's good. And
6.5.
I'm not hating on the Knicks when I say this. So if you guys haven't noticed that, like, there seems to be a consistency of, especially in the first round so far, the home team can't win a game. So that's my concern for the Pacers on Friday is like, yeah, you win 2 on the road in Cleveland. Like, handily game 1, by the grace of God game 2. Just like, please win game 3 and 4 at home. Please.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be upset by the Knicks pulling out a sweep against the Celtics. Even though, like I've said in the past, like I very much have been a bandwagon NBA fan for like what team I support. Pretty much went where Carmelo went. So like that's where my New York Knicks fandom really exploded there, because at one point I was a Celtics fan because I was a fan of the Big Three. So yeah, so I've bounced all over. Like, definitely was the typical '90s kid, all Bulls, everything, and then went to the Nuggets when Melo got drafted. Was a Nuggets fan for
That
a
makes
little
sense.
bit, and then just kind of bounced there to the Knicks. And then once he went to the Knicks, I stayed a Knicks fan. So I really haven't bounced around that much, but yeah.
What? No love for Juan Dixon when he was with the Blazers? Come on, man.
No, or who was
Washington.
Andy Routins was on the Knicks. I had to
Right, he
stick with
was.
Andy Routins, you know, bench star Andy Routins. So,
Oh man,
all right, gentlemen, good stream tonight.
yeah, it was.
Technical difficulties aside, best of AZ Pacers sweep invoice for your boy. You might get Ben on a good side if that.
Yeah,
happens.
you might actually. No, I'll say actually, I'll go into more detail in regard to the Knicks and Celtics. I want that series to go 7 games. I want them to exhaust themselves out because
Right, you want them tired. Yeah.
But then more importantly, I'm not going to lie. If Indiana gets through to the Eastern Conference Finals, the Knicks scare me more than Boston.
Yeah,
Really?
No, I mean, I think the Pacers match up really well because I think that was Cleveland's big. Cleveland has a big front court, so I think that the front court for the Knicks is definitely a taller front court than what they would face against the Celtics. But then again, it's like defensively, that would be my only concern of like if Jalen or if Jason get hot from the field and shooting well, then that opens the floor for everybody. So it's kind of like a pick your poison type of thing. But I think the Knicks definitely play a brand of basketball similar to the Pacers, which I think is why Ben is more worried.
And it went 7 games between them last year in the semis. And my bigger concern is just comes into if let's say the Pacers move on the ECF against Boston. Pacers want revenge from last year. Didn't win a fucking game, but had the lead in the last minute of 3 of those games and should have won 3 of those games. So having that chip on their shoulder, I think, is a motivation. Whereas it's going to be the exact opposite. The Knicks are going to be pissed off and hungry against Indiana because Indiana took them down last year, especially blew them out at the Garden. That's why I'm concerned. And then anytime the Pacers and Knicks meet in the playoffs, it's always every other year that team wins. So Pacers won last year. Time is telling me that the Knicks would do it this year. So for the love of God, Boston, I don't cheer for you often. Get the fucking job done.
I don't know, Ben. The Knicks are a little zestier than they have been in years past.
No, I know, and that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah. God. All right. Well, good luck, boys, with all your sports related woes over the next few days. But especially Ben, you got 2 dogs in the race right now. So.
Dude, Leafs and Pacers both play at the same time on Friday. I'm gonna be a fucking mess.
Yeah, you'll have a few 40s in hand, I'm sure.
Already in the fridge.
And a few darts in here.
Several.
So.
Always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. And then everybody on IG, everybody on Twitch. Love you guys. But we'll see you next week.
See you. Peace.
Peace.